Last night's incident at the South Dakota State Penitentiary in Sioux Falls has us thinking back to past unrest and riots at the prison. KELOLAND's Lauren Solik walks us through the sordid history.
In 1980, KELOLAND News was asked to go behind the walls of the South Dakota State Penitentiary when about 325 inmates took over a cell block, refusing to return to their cells. KELOLAND's Steve Hemmingson was reporting.
The object of the rebellion was to draw attention to a list of 24 grievances, ranging from food to medical care to sanitary conditions and lockup time, the amount of time they spend in their cells each day.
Our current assignment editor, Dexter Gronseth, was with Hemmingson as his photographer.
I remember the big door ready to go into what was then called Federal Hall, I believe. And we looked back at the warden and asked if there were any guards coming with us. They said, no, you two are on your own.
Gronseth was also at the penitentiary 13 years later when a 12-hour prison yard riot broke out involving more than 200 inmates. They damaged property and started fires. KELOLAND News was once again asked to come inside the prison walls, this time as inmates surrendered and were inspected.
And then we had to shoot each individual inmate coming in to make sure they weren't abused or hit or anything, to make sure everybody came in safe. So after, I don't want to say probably 100, 110 of them, I'm like, do I need to shoot any more of these? And they're like, the deal was you had to shoot every one of them coming in.
One after another, they went through the same routine, handing over their possessions for inspection, face down on the floor to be frisked, then cuffed, and finally escorted with a guard on both arms to lockup.
In both instances, as history unfolded inside prison walls, it was all documented on TV. In Sioux Falls, Lauren Solik, KELOLAND News.
According to the South Dakota Department of Corrections website, there was also a riot in 1954 involving around 250 inmates. 4 correctional officers were taken hostage that time. Inmates cited food, abuse, and inadequate toilet facilities as the reason for the riot.